right, gang, welcome to part 2 of the workout. If you've not completed part 1, which is our dynamic warm-up, stop, go back, complete the warm-up, and then come on back here so we can get into this full body workout. So per usual, we have 3 supersets today. The first superset will consist of our unilateral set, which is a single arm and single leg. We need each cheek to match to the extent possible because this is a non-GMO channel, and each arm to match to the extent possible. So round 1 will be Bulgarian split squats paired with a bicep curl into a shoulder press. So each set is 1 minute of work, and then 1 minute of rest, and then 1 minute of work again until we complete each round. So that looks like for the first superset, we have 2 sets of the upper body move on each side and 2 sets of the lower body move on each side. I go upper body, lower body, or lower body, upper body to give each part of the body time to rest. I know that's a lot. You know what's T. Just follow me. Remember to suck in that gut, tuck in that butt. If we're doing lower body, push through your heels. If we're doing upper body, make sure you're using your arm and your back only, and do not forget to breathe. Everybody ought to be in the room because you did the warm up. So let's get into round 1. I will be showing one side of each workout for the first superset, even though I do 2 sets of each on each side. All right, let's get into it. All right, gang, up first we have our Bulgarian split squats. You see me step up here, release the bar. I have it placed kind of on my shoulder blades. I am hooking my back leg that I'm not working on onto the split squat apparatus. And then I am descending down through my heel and then coming back up through my heel. Important here is to make sure that chin is tucked and you are holding in that core. Make sure you're also focusing on the area that you are trying to grow. So if you are trying to grow quads, you want to come up more straight up and down with more knee bend. If you are trying to grow glutes, you want to descend more back into a hip hinge. Also think, if you want quad, press through your front of your feet. If you want more glutes, press through your heel. Now we are pairing that with a bicep curl into a shoulder press. So make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. You pick a weight that you can control, holding that weight close to your body. We are pulling the weight up into a bicep curl and then pressing the dumbbell, up and over our head, and then releasing it back down and then repeating. Again here, make sure you do not swing the weight. Make sure you extend through each and every move. If you find yourself swinging the weight, slow down and go down in weight until you can go with a weight that you can control, but also requires you to make a little bit of an effort. All right, gang, here's just another view of the Bulgarian split squat. Again, make sure you have the weight comfortably placed on your back. You are moving in the direction of what you're trying to grow. So again, hip hinge equals glutes, knee bend equals quad. If you want more leg, press through your toes. And if you want more glutes, press through your heel. I'm going to show the upper body movement on the opposite side, and then we're going to move to circuits 2 and 3. right, gang, round 1 complete. Give yourself a hand clap of praise for getting through round 1. Those Bulgarians are no joke, but I like to go ahead and get them right up out the way. All right, rounds 2 and 3 are going to be put together, gang, because filming was tight in the gym and I wanted to maintain people's privacy. I just had to film the way I had to, so that's what that is. So for rounds 2 and 3, for the lower body, we will have a barbell hip thrust paired with a bent over row into a shoulder press. And then we will have a barbell squat paired with a bent over row into a shoulder press. All right, gang, we straight getting into it here. We have the barbell hip thrust. I'm thrusting against a 12-inch box platform. I have my shoulder blades right at the, I guess, ledge of the platform. I pull the barbell forward and I pick it up with my hips, get my feet placed under the bar correct, and then come up for my first rep. Now, I like to do a full rep and then a half rep. I think the half rep is called a cast glute bridge. But again, make sure your chin is tucked, you are looking forward, and you are pressing through your heels. Try to have your feet spread out nice and flat to make sure that they are pushing you up. Make sure that core is tight, gang. If you do not, it will ensure that you will hurt your back. We are training the glutes in a shortened rep range here. So again, make sure you move slow and control and pick a weight that you can control. So like I said before, we are mixing the barbell hip thrust with a bent over row into a shoulder press. Gang, you're gonna see me mostly do underhand here. I did do overhand, but the shots weren't giving, so I didn't put them in the video. But make sure you change your hand placement so you are getting your forearms and your biceps both worked. So again, my feet are shoulder width apart here. I pull the bar up. Bend over, pull the bar up. I stand up, curl the bar, and then press it up and over my head. Make sure you are holding in your core and allowing your back and your arms to do most of the work. Also, pick a weight that you can control. Do not swing that weight. All right, we are pairing that here. So I told you I mixed rounds 2 and 3 with a barbell squat. So I have the bar placed lower on my back. I picked the bar up from the rack, stepped back 2 steps, and then descended down through my quads and heels. I like to work glutes even when I'm working quads, gang. So here I have the barbell placed a little bit lower on my back. In other shots, you will be able to see that. But again, press down, slow and control. Hold in that core. Keep that chin tucked. Here I'm looking straight down, making sure you are keeping that back safe by holding in that core.
mind. It takes its sweet time. I've been trying to dive into the deep end, cause I don't really want to lose a good friend.
All right, gang. In the last round, 2 rounds of my lower body exercises, I did use a resistance band. It's medium resistance, just to ensure my knees didn't cave in. Your knees are supposed to go out so that you can get deeper into that squat or deeper into that hip thrust.
Baby, how far this thing could go. Give me a sign, if I'm on your mind. I don't wanna fall in love alone. We never tried, how will we know? Baby, how far this thing could go. Give me a sign, if I'm on your mind. I don't wanna fall in love. I know a galaxy and I could take you for a ride. I had a premonition and we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life.
All right, gang, let's get into our finishers. Up first, we have cable leg lifts. So we are on the free motion machine today. So make sure you align the arm of the machine in a way that's comfortable for your leg lifts. So I have attached the leg lift cuff. I'm now pulling back, creating resistance, stepping over the cable, and then getting ready to lift my leg up and out. And make sure you get comfortable because it's important. And you see I am flexing my foot. So the side of the foot that I am lifting is flexed up and out. So we are working on the top of the glutes here and the side of the glutes here. I'm not as sure exactly what these are called, but I like to call them step over cable leg lifts. They are kind of like a 45-degree, but we're going to do a 45-degree as well. Here, this is a little bit more exaggerated. Okay, here are your regular cable leg lift, your 45 degrees, so you create tension. I am bearing a little bit of weight on the free motion arm just so I can be stable. And again, I am lifting that leg up and out. So here you're working more of the top of the glutes, the shelf, that projection. When you see that thing from the side, that's what we're working on here. So again, make sure you're lifting that leg up, flexing that foot out, moving slow and controlled, and per usual, holding in that core, making sure you choose a weight that you can control. All right, gang, so we are just going to repeat the same 2 moves on the other side. Again, make sure you flex that foot and move every movement slow and controlled.
Way back way, you know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT.
All right, gang, final finisher and final move of the day are our glute focused and traditional back extensions. Let's get into it. All right, gang, final exercise of the day here, and we have our back extensions. So up first, we're going to start with our traditional back extension. You have your toes pointed forward and your feet are shoulder width apart. You see I pick the weight up and I am pulling the weight up with the back of my body, all of the back of my body, the glutes, the hamstrings, the back, also holding in that core. This also works your core as well. Again, move slow and controlled. And the exercise is complete when you are parallel with the top of the machine. You see I'm tired here because the range of the motion on this thing is crazy. So it's hard for you to go hard. All right, so we have 10 of these here. And then we are going to adjust our position to do glute focused back extensions. We will turn our toes out, round our back, and then complete a similar movement. So without further ado, let's complete this and then go right into the glute focused back extensions. You guys, I am done. So tired. All right, come on, girly, get into it. Dang, I really am having a talk with myself. It's funny when you go back and watch your workouts. If you work out consistently, gang, please film yourself. You need the footage. All right, here I have turned my toes out. I am rounding my back, and you see the end of the movement is when I get to the top of my glutes. It's a much shorter rep range, but it's really just about focusing on those glutes. All right, gang, workout. You know we gotta end it with a physique check. We not looking too bad, gang. We just gotta make sure we stay on top of that eating, because exercise is only a good 20% and the food is 80%. All right, we love you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tap that bell, turn on your post notifications so you're notified every time your girl drops anything. Fit Body by Coco on all